So which is the most important part of a tarot reading? Is it the shuffling? Is it the laying out of the cards? Is it reading the cards? I think the most important step of the tarot reading is the question. I think with clients, I often say to them, just relax, just tell me what it is you want to know. My job is to phrase the question so that the tarot cards can best answer it, and so that the answer is most helpful to my client. Whether you are coming to me for an email reading or a phone reading or a face-to-face reading, I am always listening or reading very, very carefully and rephrasing your question so that I think it will give you the best possible answer. So I'm going to give an example now. Obviously it will be an example for myself because I can't share anyone else's readings, and it's a question about my business. So I am a full-time tarot reader, tarot teacher and shaman, and I'm also a single mum. So my wages pays my rent and pays for my 4 children. So my business is really important to me, but it also needs to be authentic and it needs to fit my family lifestyle. So I thought really hard about this, and what I did, instead of coming up with sort of goals or lists, I really visualized what my life would be like when I've got the right balance between work, rest and family time, and when I'm earning enough money to pay my bills comfortably with a little bit left over. And rather than sort of think about a specific end goal in words, try to capture what it will feel like when you're there. This works really well with love relationships as well. In fact, anything. What will it feel like when you're in your end goal position? This is about opening out your mind and getting you away from that it's really hard to put into words, from that end goal that you think you can see. And it's about opening your mind, rather than I have to be in a committed relationship with boy X that I met last week. It's about thinking, what do I want my love-based relationship to be like? How will I feel like when I'm there? And then you open up the reading to include other people that might actually be a better match for you than the person you are fixated on. So that's what I've done with my reading. I've taken away what I think my business should look like, and I've connected to how I will feel like when it's there. And then I've simply drawn 3 cards to tell me what actions I need to be doing now to get me to that point. So the 8 of Pentacles, this is about systemizing my work. I'm really crap at answering emails. I tend to, I don't have a system. I tend to answer them when they come in. I'm definitely very much doing this now, trying to keep to one diary, a schedule, so that I sit down with my diary, open and answer my emails. My website, I'm systemizing. My workshops, I'm systemizing, so you can find them on my calendar, pay, book, all in one go. It takes away a lot of the stress. Tarot continues to amaze me. Very often the Ace of Swords links with the 8 of Pentacles, with systemizing and having a clear vision and a clear goal. But the Ace of Swords is very often, as is the Queen of Swords, writing. And curiously enough, I spent the whole of yesterday rewriting my notes on the court cards. And you know what? I'd forgotten how much I love to write. So I definitely need to be doing more writing. And I mean, straight away, you can see this is a business reading by the playing of the cards. The 7 of Pentacles is very simple. It's about reflecting on what works and doing more of it, which is, it's a simple meaning, but it's true. It's also about remembering to pause and reflect on what works, which up to now I haven't really done. I'm a very wandsy kind of person, very much a Knight of Wands. I'm going to try this, I'm going to try that. And I'm definitely pulling it back down into the 7 of Pentacles, which is looking at what works and doing more of it. And the card at the bottom of the pack, it's a curious card. It's something I want to think about. The 2 of Cups Whenever you see more than one person in a card, they can both reflect you. So this would be about me being more balanced between my left and right brain, but it would also be about me working with other people, which is not something I've done much of. I'm very much a Knight of Wands, tend to do things by myself. But I think when the business is a bit more systemized and organized, co-hosting workshops would be a fascinating thing to do. Hey, it was a card at the bottom of the pack. Maybe it's saying when I've got my work-life balance sorted, I can have a relationship. That would be nice. But I tend to think actually it's more about me being in that place of balance. And so that's the reading for today, going right back to, instead of fixating your end goal in words, try to connect with how you will feel when you're there, and then do the reading.